didn't mean it, shouldn't have said it. It's also remember, don't play with me, you'll regret it. Cause I target before the edit. Fuck, that was so sick, dog. What's this new one called?
Just type in Lloyd Banks. It's the first one up there, dog. That shit gonna go hard in the pants.
Yeah, the beat and everything, hook,
Dude,
everything, dog. Bars, everything.
hard, dog. I was like, I
Everything.
got the chills, dog. It's like,
Bro,
you know what he
5 hours
said?
ago.
He said he's back from the grave, in something like through a cave of gold or some shit like that. He was in a cave of gold.
I gotta take two snappers before I
Yeah,
leave
let's
this,
do that.
dog.
Let's
I've
do
been
that.
waiting for this.
Let's do that. I'm down, but you gotta play it on speakerphone so we can hear it, dog.
Some violent went unfed. Let it.
Hey,
Didn't mean it, shouldn't.
how many views does it have already? That shit came out today. That shit alerted me on my
5 hours
phone.
ago.
That shit was like, blink.
17,000 views, dog.
That shit was like, blink. I was just like,
Yeah.
I was like,
That shit pinged your phone, bro.
it pinged my phone, dog. I was just like, that shit hasn't pinged that off and that shit. That's how I know. And then I was like, oh, it's his birthday today. I forgot. It's the 30th. And I wrote happy birthday, you know.
Damn. That's dope.
You never know, bro. People read that type of shit. I be writing these bitches on Snapchat. I be writing these hey, I be writing these model Hey, I'm serious. Watch. Listen to me. I'm writing these bitches on Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
All around the world, dude.
On fans only.
I know, and they be writing me back, dog. We be carrying
Yeah.
conversations and shit. I be tripping out on that shit, like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, this bitch don't even know what
Around
the
the
fuck.
world.
Yeah, dog. Like,
All around the
On
world,
Snapchat.
bro.
all right, let me tell you what kind of bitches I'm into, bro.
You're just mad. You're just mad, Dave.
Dave's over there because he's in fucking death row in 1994 and shit. They over there. What's up, Dave?
Down.
Hey, it's like,
You
what's
counting
up,
it
Dave?
Around
down?
the world.
Hold on, let me pack it. It's right
All
here.
around the world.
All
that
around the
you?
world.
Why is Dave always mean?
I wonder if David gets off the set and just starts telling the shorty like, man, these fools are bugged out.
No,
what?
because Dave is like us, bro. I remember this fool. He
whenever
was
I'm in the
just
party-
like us.
When I'm in the party and not talking, I definitely make sure the mic will
Dude, Dave,
kick on.
when I first met this fool, he was like the white version of From
man.
Hell, dog.
What happened?
When I first met Dave, I thought you were the white version of From Hell, dog. Just fucking ready to bust. You know, always fucking cracking and shit, saying shit. You know, that shit was funny as fuck.
That's dope. Dude, I'm gonna send you guys these game clips I uploaded, bro. I'm going viral. My game clip just went viral.
From Hell, play that shit, dog.
You gonna count down first or what?
I already smoked. You smoke too.
Alright.
Hey, is it David Hasselhoff?
Yes, sir.
David Hasselhoff? Hey, Dave, I'm about to play God of War, dog. You ever played that game?
Yeah, when I was like 9 years old.
Oh, I'm sorry, mister. I have an Xbox now. I remember my fucking first Xbox. Probably have that big ass, old ass VCR looking one, too.
All of them.
All of them. Bet your ass. Hey, what does it mean when someone says bet your ass?
You betcha.
Yeah, it means you betcha.
It means you betcha.
Hey, so you betcha. Hey, okie dokie. Oh, put that shit from hell. Listen.
I got these fucking guys chasing me. Yeah, keep on explaining.
Oh my god.
That's what I was saying, bro. I was stuck.
I'm stuck, bro.
I'm
I'm still stuck like
stuck.
in the
I
first
know.
4 bars.
I know. I'm like, go back. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
wild,
yeah.
dude.
High key.
That fool's not stopping either, bro. Like, you know what I'm
No
saying?
hook. There's like no fucking hook.
No hook.
The whole he's going all the way through.
Welcome back, my boy. Huh? You better
I got the
comment on that
chills.
shit. Comment on that shit. Leave a comment.
Just like you did.
Yeah, you got to, dog.
Damn.
Do you have a YouTube account or no?
How do you comment?
You have a YouTube account?
I think I do. I'll just one comment.
Let's go slide all the way down. Or click on the first tab under the description.
Uh, I don't have a channel. Just create channel. Comment as Jose. How do
I think you can log in with your Google. You have Google?
I am logged in as with my Google as myself.
Yes, I don't understand. You don't have to. It's alright. It'd be too much making that shit right now, I think. I have a YouTuber. Watch. Check YouTube right now. Check Slammer661, dog. On the search bar. Watch. It'll go live right now. Let's see what I'm playing.
Bro, right off the, when he said, I'm talking the whole.
Hold on, you cut out, doggy. I'll let you know when I can hear you again.
When,
There it goes. Oh no. There it
right
goes.
off the bat, when he was like,
Yeah.
the whole thing, and then the beat was like, or so, I was like,
That beat, that beat was sick too.
yeah, no, yeah, dog, but like,
Oh, when he was
made
like,
the beat
yeah, when
rhyme
he
with
changed his
word,
voice,
bro.
with the voice change.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was nasty.
Whole thing, and then like he changed his voice, and then the beat like went with his voice, like his voice rhymed with the beat. I was just like, hold up, dog, like what the fuck was that? Cause look, what happened was I was waiting for another
Verse.
another rhyme. I was waiting for another rhyme that rhymed with hold me or the whole thing.
Yeah, right.
He never did it. He let the beat do it for him. Like, see, that shit was evil, bro. Like,
Evil.
fuck, bro. Why he have to do that, dog? He's like, I'm not even gonna write him. Like, I'm gonna let the beat rhyme for me and shit.
Yeah, I
I'm
know
take it
that.
to like, I'm sick, bro.
That was nasty.
Yeah, it was, bro. It was high key. Like, I pumped it up before I even threw it on, dog, and like that fool delivered, bro. Sick.
I
Good,
don't
so we'll take a shot.
I don't think Dave likes
Probably,
that
huh?
music.
No, you know
He does.
what? You know what? I was in the middle of a conversation.
He,
With your wife?
Yes, sir.
whole thing.
Dave, are you married?
Mm,
No.
Not yet?
Common law. Common law.
Dave, I'm
No,
glad you're
but
doing good though. Last time I heard, you were doing rough and somewhere in Venice, bro.
nah. No, you
who
didn't.
told you this, dog? Like, where do you get this information from?
I think last time I talked to him, he caught a case, and he was all like, I think that's when you got your DUI and shit. You were all stressed out.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I hate that shit. You guys, I'm about to send you guys some game clips, dog. I'm going viral. Bro.
Fucking this fool up, Jose.
What are you playing?
Watch, go to YouTube, Slammer661 on the search bar. Tell me if you remember this game, bro. This game is intense, dog.
Hello.
David,
Hello. Yes, sir.
are you loaded up already or what?
Come join
What?
me.
To count one down?
No, like, to play.
Oh, yeah. Are you ready to play?
I thought you were
Are you
gonna play
playing?
with From Hell.
No?
No. No.
Oh, you're fighting a
Uh,
dragon?
You remember this game, God of War?
Yeah, bro, I got that shit.
yeah, when I was like 9 years old.
Hey, David,
That shit looks hard.
this
I
is on
never
my
played that shit.
this is on my computer, dog.
You got you got dealt with, uh,
That shit,
Harvey.
that shit, running at 60 frames, bro. So like that's how you know you're
Yeah.
running. That's what you want, dog. Like
Whoops.
I'm gonna put you on game right now. The more the frames, the better the game run. The better you're getting on the game. So none of these old games are running at that speed. So you got to think about it. 50 frames per second means that's how many frames are flashing by in a second. So when you have lower frames on your TV, you go to shoot somebody on PUBG, it doesn't react as fast as it would have if you had a one with like the better it was, you know, like it was meant for gaming or some shit. You want milliseconds, a high refresh
You're
Milliseconds.
all
rate.
scientific, bro.
I swear, dog, that's how this shit works. Honestly, you want to have the advantage on people, you gotta have that monitor, that TV, that can handle shit like that. So when it performs, when you shoot that bullet on Call of Duty, it fucking performs. It hits when it wants to hit. If you have a cheap ass TV, it's not gonna. You're gonna get that streak and you're not gonna hit them. It's weird, dog, but it makes crazy sense.
That's
That's
nuts.
that's why I bought this monitor, bro. This monitor was fucking 700 bucks, dog, because of the fact that I knew like it was gonna do me better, like in the long run.
That's nuts.
Like I don't have to buy another one for a couple years. Even all the fools that tell me your shit is straight for a couple years. I like to hear that shit because I don't like to buy something that you gotta buy every year.
Chicken dinner.
Do you play the Battle
That's
Royale?
I'm not right now. No.
That fool knocked me off again, dude. You see that shit, dude?
Watch that chicken dinner slammer.
Yeah, hold on. I'm watching it right now.
I got 2 tonight, but I didn't get the last kills on either one.
I seen that third person aim. That nigga picked
All
the
day,
corner.
dog.
He said, I picked the corner. What? How many kills
Hell
did you
yeah.
get? Did you have any or no?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, so you see that shit? You have that shit
Yeah, I
too.
got 2.
That's good. Kill's a kill.
Huh.
Better than Dave. Fucking Dave's ADD ass don't like that game. Dave
This
has
game
to.
is live.
Dave has to kill somebody or get killed in like 2 seconds and then respawn again.
3 kills. I got 3 kills on that one.
Kobe. Oh, I thought you were gonna hit that one. Why'd they do Kobe like that, dog?
Damn, fool Kobe, dog. Fool, me and Flip went to the bar that day, dude. We ran up a $200 fucking tab just at the bar alone, fool.
For Kobe?
Yeah, the day he died. And then after Flip was wearing his Kobe Bryant shoes, they're worth like $2,000 now, bro. They were $100 at Foot Locker when he bought them, like last year or some shit. You know what I mean? They're
That shit
$2,000
hurt, huh?
now. Yeah, fool. Yeah, I was wearing my Kobe Bryant jersey, dog. We was up there hurting, dog. We got fucked up at the bar, and then we went back to his pad, and then ran him up too, dog.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. That fool, we was
5
talking about
left.
like that fool
2
gave that
versus
fool made
what?
you.
2 versus what? Let's see.
I didn't get no action to that one though.
Which one? This one? You didn't get no action?
On the
Oh, this is that fool that you got the AMP with.
oh yeah, I did get action on that one.
Yup, you knocked that fool. Nice. You played that one nice though. I see that. That's how you gotta play it. Like okay, so say you got 2 people left.
Yeah.
You down that fool and do not go for the kill. Go for his homie because either his homie has to kill you or go for a revive. So you bait that motherfucker, dog. You make him go to you. You got him on your side, dog. You know, and that's what you did. You fucking didn't finish him off because you knew he was the final guy. You were aiming for the other fool right away. We'll play it on that shit.
Hell yeah, dude. That shit was so sick days, bro.
I wish Dave knew how to play that shit.
What?
David Hasselhoff? Fucking PUBG?
That shit felt crazy.
I don't know why you don't like
celebrating
PUBG.
with a random.
Yeah, no.
Fool, like, me and this random were like, yeah, yo, we feel like we're going crazy all the way, dog. Like, that feels like we won. Yo, like, yeah, that shit was nuts, dog. I'm
Dave,
like, you won, fool, we won.
Dave, you ever got a dinner, dog?
Negative.
Huh?
No.
Dave, it's like doing yay, dog, and the police is gonna kick the door in, dog. I swear.
It blew my heart, and it's like before, during,
I've
after your
never
heart is
gotten
like
a
a
win
count
on
out your
that
chest.
game. Never now.
Tell him, hey, Jose, wait, listen to
I can feel it
Jose.
in my
Wait,
throat,
listen to
my heart
Jose.
is throbbing in my throat.
Right? I can feel my heart
Never
beating in
know,
my
man.
throat, dog. I swear to God,
Yeah,
I
dog,
feel
you're like,
the same
I
I
way.
just
look.
play it for fun. It's not about. It's
Dude,
not about winning or
hey, you get
losing. It's
clammy
if you have
hands from
fun or
hell?
not.
Yeah, food. The tips of the fingers start getting all sweaty. I gotta start
Oh,
rubbing like on my pants like every fucking time
super
I aim and shit.
sweaty.
Yo,
You're like,
hell yeah,
I don't
dude.
want to fuck this up, dog. You
I
trying to
started
get
wiping
the.
my sticks down. Yeah, dog, that's just such how sweaty they get the last fucking 5. Yo,
I'm telling you, dog. Dave has to feel it, dude. I don't think Dave has felt it, dog.
oh
Dave,
my
you,
god, dog, there's nothing
Dave.
like it.
There's nothing like it. It's like doing drugs, dude. And the police is
That's why
in
I
the
keep
next
going,
room.
dude.
I've
Like I
never
keep
got a
jumping
chicken
and
dinner.
jumping and jumping.
Dude, it's like doing
Fool, that
drugs
shit's
and the
fire.
police is in the next room, dog. They're gonna kick the door in, dog. Like, get on the ground!
Or you're trying
Doesn't
to
it feel?
sneak in like a few more fucking like
Yeah, you're trying to
fixes
get it.
and shit.
Dude, I'm
Trying
telling
to
you.
get a fix, yeah, dog, before they bust it.
I
You're
know
like,
that
Mm.
feeling.
I'm gonna
I'm
get it.
telling you, dude. Dave, listen to me. I haven't done coke since probably back in the day when we used to kick it and shit. So I
Me
know the
neither.
feeling, dog. I know that feeling, dude.
So-
And I get that feeling when I play that shit. Like, oh my god, my heart's beating out of my chest. And, I'm like ready to lose
yeah,
it,
bro.
dude.
Okay.
That game that fool said I was playing with that kid, bro, I had my heart beating out of my chest. I'm like, dude, that shit's hurting my heart, bro. I don't know if I should be playing this type of shit,
It's
dog.
a high key. Same with this shit, food. Like that's how I feel, dog. Like at certain points of the day,
We're
certain
old,
points of the
dog.
match, I'm like,
You have a stroke
oh,
in that shit.
that's just hurting.
How that fool die? Fool had a stroke, dog. How? Fucking video games, fool. How? That fool got the chicken dinner, dog. That fool popped out of nowhere.
Yeah, bro. High key, bro. It's gonna be me, dog.
It's intense, Dave. You gotta feel it, though, Dave. Dave hasn't felt it. Dave's always getting
I
capped up,
want
probably.
to.
Look, you know what? You know how it's gonna happen? We're gonna have to take him there, food, cause he's been running with boo boo fucking teammates, bro. We're gonna have to take him there, bro.
That's the
'Cause
original
we're gonna have to
Fortnite.
guide him, bro. Like, you know what I mean, bro? Like, follow, you know what I mean? Like, something, dog.
That's the original Fortnite and the original Call of Duty before Call of Duty started doing all that dumb shit. Jumping out of a window with a
High key.
parachute. Like, what the
High
fuck?
key, bro.
Who jumps
This
out of a
weekend or
window with a
something.
parachute?
Yeah.
I
Fool,
mean-
we
Is
got a
that
Planet
eBay?
Dave. We got Planet Slam.
I'm
Fool,
trying
I
to
did
win
2
one
tonight.
time.
Hey, David
If I
Hasselhoff?
did 2 tonight, that means we'll do a couple this weekend. You know what I mean?
You know who can be on?
Statistically, dog.
That fool
Who's
Turtle.
Who?
That fool not Turtle. I mean, that
No.
fool,
No, no.
We need a beast,
that fool
bro.
Johnny and Ian.
Are they beasts?
Yeah, Ian's good. Ian's better than me. That third person
We need some
shit.
beasts, bro. Yeah.
This game's kicking my ass.
God of War.
Yeah, this shit's kicking my fucking ass. I just told myself, look, I'm gonna beat that part and then it's gonna be hell in the next
I never
part.
got 2 chicken dinners in one night though, dog. That was a highlight for me, bro.
Hey, that's some good shit, dude.
Yeah, for let alone 3 chicken dinners in a week, because I got one for 420 and 2 tonight.
What?
Hey, Dave, did you say it's been a while since you done drugs?
That fool's probably on him right now, Hobby.
Oh, man. Only.
Everybody is Harvey except for me and you, Harvey.
Harvey. Hey, type, you want to see something funny from hell? Type in, Spanish Night Rider. Oh, that shit's hilarious, dog.
Yeah.
Put that,
What?
put Spanish Night
On
Rider
YouTube?
on YouTube and then put it on speakerphone so I can listen to that shit. That fool's out of pocket. Bro, I was LOLing in IRL. I mean in IRL.
That's David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, that's him right here.
David Hasselhoff. Hey kids, I'm about to crash out.
Good night.
Oye, cabroncito, soy yo. ¿Por qué no le pusieron bujías de doble chispa a mi carro? Se enojó el pinche caritón. Háblame. Ah, bueno, pues. Ya, te voy a decir la neta. Tu pinche carro ya no sirve, güey. ¿Para qué le estás metiendo lana a esa madre? Sí sirve, baboso, ¿eh? Además, váyase a la verga, pues. Si no me quiere arreglar mi carro.
Was out of pocket, dog. Oh my god. So fucking funny.
Pendejo, nomás porque no sirve el botoncito del que tampoco chingada madre. Ya sé.
Bro.
That shit was out of pocket, bro.
Fuck yeah, food. Fuck yeah. Right off the bat with the.
Ay, puto.
¿Qué me pegaste, güey?
¿Por qué no
Y se
pusiste,
bueno, güey, que
¿por qué no pusiste doble chispas a mi güey? That shit was out of pocket, dude.
Boo, dog. If you had fucking Facebook, dog, this fool sent me the funniest fucking video.
Oh my god, I've probably seen it. Which one was it?
Let me see. Watch, hold up, dog. I'll look for it on YouTube.
Oh my god.
Watch, dude. Fuck. It's the one with a black dude coughing in Siri's talking to that fool, and he's like, you can't get a virus, Siri. Have you heard that shit?
No, it's new? It has to be new, huh?
Watch. Well, I'll just play it for you since you can't. Since I don't want to look for it. Like, yo.
Hey, Siri.
I'm listening. Cover your damn mouth when you cough. I'm not trying to catch that Rona.
You can catch the coronavirus, bro. You a phone,
You
bro.
don't know what the fuck I can catch. Are you an iPhone? I think the fuck not.
Direction somewhere.
The only directions I'm giving you is to the hospital for that dry ass cough.
Man, bitch, just shut the fuck up and give me
You
directions.
shut the fuck up because your breath already stank and you got the nerve to be coughing, bitch. I don't want the Rona.
Can't even catch viruses. That's the crazy shit.
For your information, fuckboy, I can catch viruses. I move slow now from the viruses I got from you watching midget
Man,
porn.
just give me directions.
Fucking get directions for Google Maps, pussy, because you got the right one, smart mouth ass boy.
I don't even know why I'm arguing with a fucking phone any motherfucker.
Yeah, go argue with a bitch that cares because I don't.
That shit was out of pocket. This shit was funny. Hope I don't got that shit though.
Think you got it?
I don't know, dog. You never know. That's just scary.
Well, fool, you don't got Instagram either, huh?
No.
So watch, dog. Just listen to this shit.
His to violence, his size and love of nature.
Watch.
Though Herman was attracted to violence,
is for introduction. That's this one. The other one is to let them know I'm around. The other one is to let people know that alert. It's just our soldiers.
What the fuck was the last one? He coughed.
Fool did a or some shit, bro.
That
The
fool's
last
crazy, dog.
The big Hopi Big Bird, bro.
That
It was
fool's.
like introduction. And then he's like, you let him know I'm around. That's what. That fool's funny, bro.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That fool's out of pocket.
High key, dog. What happened to Dave? That fucking Mexican MacGyver was too much for his girlfriend, huh?
I think he booked it.
Yeah, I think so, dog. He like on that key, that fool shook.
That fool's girl was crunching his knuckles.
Huh?
That fool's girl was crunching his knuckles.
You going to work tomorrow?
Nah, I'm gonna be on all night. Or for a while.
Yeah.
I try to be, but I be falling asleep.
Oh, damn, well, fucking,
I'm
I'll hit
all
you up this
bent.
weekend, dog.
Alright, cool.
I
I'll be
know,
on.
bro, my bad, bro. Fool, hang in there, dog, like,
I know, I'll be
shit,
alright.
it can't always rain, you know?
I know, fuck these people.
Yeah, dog,
This
fucking
town sucks.
focus. Yeah, dog, focus on the positive, dog, like, keep your mind, like, on that spectrum, you know?
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah, Joe, let's link up, fool, like, if not in real life, then on this shit at least, dog, but let's try to link
Yeah.
up and...
Hey, get that Raspberry Pi if you can. That shit'll be the cheapest route, and I'll teach you that shit.
But I'm gonna have to go get a bunch of shit on
No,
top of that, you
no,
know?
okay. All you gotta do is this. So you get a Raspberry Pi and a little chip that goes in it. The little, you probably have one. It's like, you know, the gigabytes,
Yeah,
the micro USBs.
yeah.
Probably won't want to be a little bit, depending on how much games you want. You probably want. I got 64 and I got all the fucking retro shit, like the cartridge. No CDs, cause that shit could barely handle CDs. I mean, they don't recommend it. I mean, you can, but it's not gonna run the way they want it to.
So, go with the cartridge?
Yeah, so that's Atari all the way from fucking Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. Remember those ones the Pokemon
Game
that you
Boy
wanted?
DS. Yeah,
The Pokemons you wanted, I got all that shit. Silver,
you do?
gold, yeah, all that shit.
For real?
Like, click on the button.
And for how much?
Okay, so the Raspberry Pi, if you look on BestBuy.com, probably costs you 40 to 100 bucks, depending on how you spend it. I want to get the one that's 100 bucks, but I don't know I don't know, I probably won't right now that I lost this job.
That shit ain't open right now, is it?
No, but you can get it, and then they'll give it to you at the door, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah, Best Buy's the best shit to do, because they're like, they cover their shit. If you spend a little bit more and get that warranty, they'll cover their shit.
Or that.
That Raspberry Pi, dog, is the sickest thing, dog. It's the size of my pocket, dog. I can put that shit in my pocket. It's the size of a wallet, and you can
Yeah.
put you can take that shit to the homie's house and connect two USB controllers on that shit, and be on and cracking, ready to go, dog.
Yeah, right, fool. No way, bro.
Swear to
For real?
God, I swear to God. I took it to Steve's
What
house.
the fuck?
I took it to Steve's house the other day, and that fool was busting on it.
Is that what I've been watching you fucking Twitch on and YouTube on?
Uh,
Is the Raspberry?
no, this
Or
is
is
my
that the
computer.
computer?
This is my computer, but it
It's the computer.
emulates it the same way.
For real?
I swear. And I'm talking about all the games, bro. I'm not talking about maybe here a couple ones. I'm talking about ABC order. Talking about 900 games for Sega Genesis. Super Nintendo has like
Just
1600 games, bro. I'm not bullshitting.
and I
You will never run out. Right now, I feel like there's endless possibilities. I could play Resident Evil on PlayStation 2 or 1. Right now, I'm playing this game called Tokyo Extreme Racer. It's like a racing game, like Fast and
You better
Furious.
not, fool. You better not be, bro. I used to play that fool on the Dreamcast.
I'm telling you.
That shit was shit. Mm, you're a bastard. Hold up, fool. So I could order this shit on, on online,
Yeah, look
and
at
then
it. Look it up. It's called Raspberry Pi. You looking at it?
nah, hold up, I'm gonna do this shit right now. And then once I do so, and I pick it up like at the door right there, I it'll be blank, and then I just take it to Slammer's pad and
You don't even
Slammer it
have
open.
to take it on my pad. I'll guide you how to do it. I'll give you the website. I'll just get a hold of a computer. You can't get a hold of any computer and just download the files on it and drag it over onto the card.
Yeah,
Or when will you be up here? You're up here now?
yeah.
Yeah, fucking bring it over to my house, dude. I'll give you all the games real quick.
Yeah, dude, fucking get it. A
Bring,
blank
bring,
one. Take
bring
it to
me.
Slammer's house.
Yeah, bring me if you can. Get a micro. Look this up. Micro USB SD. You want it to be 64 gigabytes. If you can get 64 or higher, that shit will fit all that shit. You're talking about Atari. There's Atari 2600, 5200, 7800. You're talking about Sega, Nintendo, the original Sega, Sega Saturn, not Sega Saturn, because that's a CD base. Sega Genesis, Sega 32, Nintendo's. You can't get Nintendo 64. You might be able to get it on the newer one if you get a good one. That's what I'm saying. The higher you spend, is the better
Yeah.
the chip on that bitch, and you're gonna get a lot more shit. You're gonna get like the heat sink, so if it gets hot, it fucking cools itself down. I want to get that $100 package that they got at Best Buy. It's called a heat sink.
Yeah.
That shit's dope, dude. Like it comes with all that shit. It comes with a case, like a nice little carry, like a case. It looks like a square charger and shit.
The yellow one.
There's all kinds of ones, but there's the one that says the one that says the Raspberry Pi 4. Like it's like the $100 package, dog. I think that one's the newest one that has the newest chip, because not the other ones don't have the same name if you look at them. But dog, honestly, that's a fucking computer, dog. Like a lot of people do a lot of shit with that. You know Cody? You
Yeah.
know that fucking movies and all that shit. That's what they do that shit on that too.
Wait. Coding or what?
Cody, that fucking
What is
movie
it?
shit. The Fire Stick.
Nah. Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you know the Fire Stick. How people hack them, right? And get all the movies and shit. You can get
Yep.
that program on that shit. It has an HDMI port. If you look at it, how it looks, there's an HDMI port that connects to your TV. It's so simple, dog. The most simplest shit. It's a power connection, HDMI. It has
Yep.
4 USB slots for 4 controllers, and it has an internet connection where you can connect the internet cable. But the new ones come with Bluetooth, which if your controller's Bluetooth and that's Bluetooth, you don't even need to connect that shit hardwired.
Mm.
Um, and the new ones come with
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Exactly. Thank you. They come with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Mine doesn't
Are
have
those out?
Wi-Fi. Yeah, that one's the one that's out right now. Anyone will have those now. Those are standards. Mine don't have it. Mine don't have Wi-Fi, and mine don't have Bluetooth. But I'm still like, I can still fuck with it, dog. Like that fool Steve was getting down, dude. Like on fucking Super Nintendo, dude. He got far as fuck on Mario, dude.
You can save. Can you save?
Fuck yeah, of course.
What?
And then you just exit. You want to go to another game, you press start and select at the same time. You exit right out of that game and go back to the menu, dog, and scroll down. Any game, dog, you can think of when you were a kid, bro, will be in that shit. If you had it on Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis and you were a kid, bro, That shit's gonna be in that list, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it all. You know how much I bought? I bought an 8 terabyte fucking hard drive. That shit's holding all my PlayStation 2 games. Dude, I got a bunch of shit in here. This is my main drive
Eight
though.
terabyte.
8 terabytes and it's full, dog.
It's full.
Full.
All
You know,
games.
all games. You want to know why? It's because the CDs. The CD-based games, in order for them to play right, okay, I don't know if you remember zip files and regular files. A zip file is like a compressed file. Like, say I want to make it smaller and take it somewhere, you compress them. So that's what all these games are. If you don't uncompress them, they won't play right, like the CD-based games. They'll look like shit. So you have to
Yeah.
open them up, and then they'll become a bigger file. Once they're that bigger file, they take a lot of room, dog. Each PlayStation game takes 4 gigabytes. God of War was like 6 gigabytes. Grand Theft Auto 6 to like 8 gigabytes. Gigabytes, dog.
What Grand Theft Auto? Like two
Whichever
or
one. I
three?
got Vice City, San Andreas, or the ones though that from PlayStation 1.
Damn.
A lot of computers won't handle that shit. My computer handles that shit at 60 frames. Like a lot of computers would just fucking not be able to run that. Meaning like 60 frames is the best way you have it. No computer, like you gotta have a good computer to run that, the good shit, like the emulator, the newer shit, like PlayStation 2 and above. GameCube's not too much. You can have a decent computer run GameCube, because it was a smaller CD. Crazy, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
What game did you grow up to? What was the dopest game ever? What was your favorite game? PlayStation.
Zelda Ocarina of Time. High key.
Yeah, it's right here, dog. I got that shit.
For N64. That was one, bro.
And that's what they do, though. A lot of people have been messing with, they call them developers. These fools been working on these fucking emulators since we were kids and shit, so they perfected this shit. There's all a cult, it's a cult-based driven industry, all online. These fools have my back, though, bro. I chatted my way to get, for them to like me, dog, so they helped me build my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit all costs and shit, like all
It
the
didn't
programs
cost
and shit.
it don't cost money, but these fools don't tell you that type of shit because it's illegal. You're not supposed to really tell people how to do it. But I mean, I kissed their asses and they basically guided me the right direction. And then the setup is a bitch, dog. Like you download the program, you open it, you gotta set it up. Like videos are sometimes old and they're not updated, so you gotta kind of like play with the settings. It's tedious shit, dog, honestly, but I got them all working now, dog. Like, the only two I don't have working are computer-based games, in which you need a keyboard and a mouse. But I'm not too really worried about it, because I need to get a different setup. I need to get, like, a keyboard and a mouse for my TV, so
Yeah.
I can play those games. So
You get
I got everything projecting for an HDMI cord to my TV. So everything, so if people were to come over, I could project the game from my computer to my TV and still have my computer running by the regular shit. Cause it stretches out the screen. It basically extends my monitor. So it uses my TV as one screen and it uses my monitor as one screen. So I run the games on my main TV, the HDMI fucking the 4K TV. And it blow it up to a big screen so it looks like we playing that shit in real life, like when we were kids or some shit. I set it up
yeah.
that way, you know, that's how I wanted it to be. So if like anyone was to come over, we can get 2 controllers and just play that shit.
Yeah.
It's dope, dude, honestly. It's like, that's what I've been doing, dude. That's why I got my PC for that reason, because I knew that these fucking PlayStation consoles were gonna need a big fucking, like a big video card to play that shit. It's not no soft shit. Cause the bigger the emulator, the better the graphics. It's like you're trying to generate something that was not meant to be. and you're doing it in the computer. Because people have
Damn.
coded that shit and hacked that shit to be like that. That's just crazy. But you know what? It's good that people do this shit because all those CDs, dog. Like if you live in Florida and you own Sega Saturn CDs, all those things are gonna fucking be gone. But eventually, all these CDs, even the Snoop Dogg CDs or any CDs that you got, like original ones, they're eventually
Yeah.
gonna fucking la pintura are gonna melt off and it's gonna start eating away. They call it disc. I think they call it disc rotting, where you can.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it. Sometime you probably seen it on like on a blank CD where you can see like it looks like a chip is missing out of it and you can look right through that motherfucker
Yep. All day.
all day. The it looks
And that's
like a stain. It
information.
looks like an ink stain or some shit, you know?
Yep. That's all fucking like like documents or files and shit like that, dude. Chipping away.
Yeah, dog. So that's what I was doing. I was collecting this shit, dog, and I was YouTubing this shit because I was collecting I'm collecting the consoles and shit. So I look at YouTube and say, all right, I know which PlayStation to buy. So whenever you want to buy something, let me know. Like the PlayStation, when you open it, the original one, make sure the disc reader, the laser is on the right side. If it's on the right side, you got a good newer version. Like that's how you kind of know shit, though. You gotta like figure out those types of things. You don't get ganked and shit.
Yeah.
You don't know, motherfuckers always trying to come up, especially on offer up and shit. I bought a couple consoles that were fucked up, but took a loss. I'm gonna try to fix them, hopefully.
You told me about one or two.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, but I don't know
Like
when
you
I.
told me about one where like you were actually like at their little like at their house and shit.
Yeah, like
Where you went.
this little fucking kid sold me one. Yeah, I went up to his house. Fucking busted shit. I mean, well, what am I supposed to do? Go press him
Right.
over 40, 50 bucks? I mean, it's just
Damn.
whatever. I mean, I don't pay. I make sure my limit. So this is how you gotta do it, dog. Don't give more of these. Don't give none of these fools more. Start collecting now, dog. Come up, dog. Get it. Start with a Sega Saturn. You'll come up. Fucking, that's the rarest one. I just got one recently. So just offer
How
'em.
much?
I got it for $70 because that bitch would not budge for me. But I'm happy that I got it because it turns on. Even though I had to get a separate power, not a power cord, the shit that connects to the TV. I tested it, it turns on, and I see the boot up screen. As long as I see the boot up screen, I'm happy because whatever. If the laser goes out, I can always get a replacement laser or some shit. You gotta think about these shits as cars, dog. You know what I'm saying? You can like hook them up to your style.
Damn.
You know, 'cause they're old and they're classics. I mean, if they're beat the fuck up, you know, you can just use them to like. You gotta kind of like see which ones you want to buy and kind of which ones you don't, and don't go more than $60 or $80, depending on the consoles. I don't go 40. I don't go past 40. I lowball these fools all day. Fuck it. That's why it's called offer up. They're not. They don't have to take it. You know, if they want to act bitches about it. I just don't understand how fools sell shit like $10 cheaper than what it costs in the store. I'm like, fool, I'll go to the store and go buy that shit and pay that $10.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, that's
Yeah.
grimy. Like, they'll sell VR headset. We both have one for like $300. When it
Yeah.
like it's like 350 like or out the door, or 320 or 325 or some shit, right? It's just
Yeah.
like, come on, dog, really? And it's out the box. I'm gonna pay $300. You're taking $25 off that shit. You're smoking crack, dude. Smoking crack. Sit on that shit. I'd rather pay the $15, $25 and get a warranty. Some bullshit,
High key, dog.
right?
Yeah.
Like you learn. I bought an Atari 26 from some guy in Newhall, dog. I drove all the way over there, dog, to pick it up. The same bitch that sold me the Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
She posted it. She's like, "Hey, this is a good thing." That bitch wanted to fuck me, but she was sending me pictures of herself. She was ugly, bro. Like, I couldn't
Yeah.
even. ugly as fuck, dog. Like, I couldn't even make myself to like it, dog. Like, I was trying to, like, am I gonna like it? We're gonna like it? I'm like, hell no, dog.
Damn.
She wanted it too. Like, when are we gonna hang out? Can I see your game collection? Like, woo doo. I'm like, oh my. I'm like, no, please don't.
That bitch fuck.
She sold me the Sega Saturn, which, you know what? It's in good condition now. Outside looks nice, and I made sure I bought the second gen, bro. There's two gens. There's one, and there's two. So you buy the second gen. Always buy second gen, and then if you start collecting them and you start getting enough, then start buying all of them. Dude, I got the regular Game Boy, the gray one, the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Advance, the
You
Game
do?
Boy, the Game Boy 3DX, 3DXL or whatever, the one with the touchscreen at the bottom.
And the stylus that flips, like
It
the whole
flips
console flips
open,
open like a phone.
like a phone, old school phone.
Yeah,
It clicks too, like clack.
yeah. You got one of those?
Yup. It's red too though. It's just solid red. Or the
What?
front.
You got all those, dog?
My stepdad found that shit in the bathroom, dog. Like in the toilet stall, and he fucking swooped on it. And then he
Really?
had it there for a while, and I started collecting this shit. And I was like, dude, I gotta swoop on this shit before he takes it to Mexico and gives it to somebody that's just gonna toss it.
They will too, dude.
You know, they're gonna play it for a couple months and then toss it.
Quick, dude. They're gonna get the fucking
But
iPhone
that's
6 or
just
the
the good
iPhone
thing.
4.
Yeah, but that's the good thing about consoles. There's so many of them, dog. Like, people have so many of them. So, dog, I got a green Nintendo 64 I paid $100 for. Like,
Yeah?
it's the green solid one. But the only reason why I paid $100 for that shit is because it came with an expansion pack. You know, the little red pack inside?
I think so.
Yeah, the little, it gave it more graphics and shit. That's the $25 fucking thing off the bat, you know? People would sell that shit all day for 25 bucks. So I was like, man, fuck it. $75 for the console, 25 for the fucking expansion, run that shit, you know?
Yeah.
Why
How much
not?
would you pay for a Super Nintendo?
That's steep, bro. These fools be trying to charge a lot for them. Like everywhere, dog. It's very rare that you'll find a cheap one. But if you're gonna go look for one, get the one that has the one that looks funky, the one that looks like it looks newer, and it
I've
has,
seen that one, dog.
yeah, get
It.
that one. You wanna know why? Cause it has the better
Why?
chip. It has the better, that's the last chip, like the last card. So if you connect them all onto a TV, I did research on this shit. You connect them all into a TV, you can see the difference slightly, dog. You have to put them all together though, like, and that's what this fool does in the video, dog. It's crazy, dude. I'm like, that's why I'm like, man, I have a Nintendo 64. I mean, a Super Nintendo, but I have the old one, so I kind of want to switch that shit and get the other one. But these fools on OfferUp, dude, they be trying to tax a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog, you're gonna find motherfuckers $95, 85, $95, and that shit looks like a little kid drew on that shit and all that shit. It's kind of sketchy, dude. So I bought two of them. I got one gypped. I got gypped on one, and then I bought one. So what I did was the one I bought had a fucked up case, and I
Yeah.
opened it and switched them over, like the internals. But that shit was like a different like year or whatever, or different style, like. So I had to like modify and start snipping some fucking shit, cause the cover wouldn't close, or else I would have to like snip it, you know. But it has
Yeah.
it looks cleaner, and it has a card on there, so it's just like whatever. I mean, I kind of feel bad selling it. I don't know if I should disclose that shit and tell them or what, or just hold on to it and use it as like a. See, all this shit, Jose. The reason why I'm collecting these things, my plan is to get all these games on a card, on one of those cards, like we're doing with the fucking with the retro with the Raspberry Pi. and get
Yeah.
them all in a card and just connect them individually in each console. If I have to solder some shit on there, fuck it. I'll watch a video, solder a fucking SD card holder up in that fucking motherboard. So that's why I have a bunch of consoles, dude, because I have a bunch of those original Xboxes, the green one, the green and black ones.
You do?
Yeah, dog,
Shit.
cause I have like 6 or 7 of them, because those you gotta be careful. Those are the best ones to mod, but those
Yeah.
have the fucking death clock. If you have one,
The red ring of death.
no, 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 those, not the 360, that was the 360.
Uh,
So, the one remember the black one, right? The square?
yeah, the big bulky one.
Yeah, that one.
With it
So,
has like an X on top. Like
mhm.
it looks like an X shape molded on. Yeah.
That one has a fucking capacitor inside of the thing that's gonna blow up in 10 years from when 10 to 20 years to when that shit was sold. So you gotta think about it. Right now, all those things are hitting that era.
Damn.
I just found one the other day, so check the story out on the one. So Steve called me, he's all, "Hey Hob, guess what?" I was like, "What?" My neighbor just put out he put out a sign that says free, and he put one of those Xboxes out with a bunch of games and a Dance Dance Revolution pad, dog. He's all, "I got that
Damn.
shit for you, dog." I was like, "Fuck." So I went over to his house, I picked that shit up.
Damn.
So I connected it, dog. That shit started acting weird, dog. So I was like, "Man,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that shit has that shit." So I opened it up, and sure enough, that shit was leaking. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So I took that shit off. I fucking broke it off, and I desoldered that shit with a soldering gun. And I cleaned it really well, dog. And I was thinking it was gonna work, but everything works good. It just doesn't turn off. I have to like disconnect it out the wall. So I'm thinking I need to get a cord. They do wires to jump it from where it's fucked up to jump it to where it's good. Because the board is just basically wires that are flat down to a board. So if where I find out wherever it's fucked up, then solder it right there, and then go where it's good again and solder right there, so the wire is just gonna jump from that area to the other area. It's a lot of work, though, but I just left it alone. I marked it like what it needs to be done. I have a bunch of them just for parts. Those are the best ones, dude. You can mod them shits out to play all that shit. PlayStation, Xbox. The homies clown me, though. They're like, "You bought a $2,600 computer so you can play ROMs?" You know what ROMs are? Those fucking games that we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm like, "You're a dick, dude." Like, I mean, they're like, you could have got a Raspberry Pi for $50. That's what this fool kept telling me. And he kept rubbing it in, dog. So I'm like, I'm going through my shit, and I'm like, "Dude, this is a Raspberry Pi." So I was like, I'm gonna mod this shit out, see how it goes. And sure enough, that shit was the easiest thing, though. It was click and drag, click and drag,
That's it.
click and drag, yo. You can just come over, just click and drag, copy that shit over, and it's good to go. Yeah, if you're in Palm, though, I have everything. I have the computer and all that shit to switch everything. So what it does, it gets it off the Wi-Fi, dog. It connects it to your Wi-Fi, so you can drag it off the hard drive into the Wi-Fi to your Raspberry Pi, almost like to your phone shit, you know? So
Yeah.
fucking sick, dude. I was like, man, this shit's super easy,
I
dog.
keep with this.
If you get the new one too, you can get
Yeah.
arcade, dog. I'm talking about, like, remember when you used to go to 7-Eleven and pay a quarter for
Street Fighter,
Street
Tekken.
Fighter? Street
Time
Fighter, Tekken,
Crisis,
all that shit, dog. Cause it's MAME. MAME.
Rush.
Yup. MAME is all quarter based. It was all like put in a quarter and press one and shit. It's meant to like be like joystick and that button smashing shit, dude. But those are really hard, dude. Like if you try to play computer, cause remember that shit was meant to jack your money. So I mean, you gotta be really good, like Mortal Kombat. You gotta be practicing. These motherfuckers just fuck you up. It's tight though,
I
dog. It's fucking tight because you can get online with that shit. There's a whole online community with that shit. I haven't
You get
tested the.
online?
Yeah, I haven't tested that shit out because I heard they can rob your IP. I don't know if it's true. Like that's your internet access code or whatever. Like
Yeah,
everyone has an IP when you
yeah.
log in from somewhere. Yeah, so I heard they can jack it. So I haven't asked these fools fully. It's probably not true and shit because I don't think they would have had it and people would have been playing it, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe certain hackers can though. I have to ask these fools. These fools help me, dude. Honestly, they're really nice peeps, dude. They're in chat. I don't talk to them and nothing, and I just type to them. Hey, so I'm having troubles around here, and they'll send me though like this is your problem, or this is what you have to do.
Yeah.
This shit's crazy, dude. It trips me the fuck out. I love that shit. I feel like I was telling Steve. I feel like I'm sitting on a gold mine. Cause
With the Raspberry Pi?
with the Raspberry Pi and all these games, because think about it, it gives you the album covers. It's like iTunes for your fucking for your list, dog. On the one I have on my computer, it's a different program, but it's the same but basic similar thing. But it gives you the album covers, like how they looked when you bought the game off the shelf. So it's so
Damn.
sick, dog. It's like iTunes, but like I just look at them and just see them, dog. Just see like, damn, what's this game? I never played this, and double click it, and then shit'll boot right up. That's what I was telling Steve and my homie Jesus. I'm like, bro, this is like because there were so many games back in the day that we couldn't afford and wanted to
Yeah.
play. You know, like we can play it now. You know what I'm saying? Like now you can actually like enjoy it, watch it, and play it.
Fuck yeah.
You know? Like there's these
Yeah.
games for the 3DO, dog. The 3DO was a $500 or $500 to $1,000 system at the time. Dude, that shit was like so expensive, but it had certain like titles that like are unheard of. Like weird ass fucking games, bro. Like story playing games. Like you have to control the next move. They're like it's like a soap opera and then they're like pick an answer, you know? It's like weird fucking games, dude. Weird shit.
Damn.
They had Doom, Doom, Wolfenstein,
Yeah.
they had all that shit. So it's like,
Damn.
it's sick, dude. Like, at a click, a motherfucker could be like, hey, I want to play this game. What's up? Sega Saturn, this game. Bam, what's up? I have it all set up. I spend day and night for that shit. The only ones I don't have set up are the keyboard based games, but that shit takes time, dude.
You
Like,
don't even got them on your PC?
no, they're on my PC. The keyboard games. Like the
Yeah.
Commodore 64 was like the game that console came out in the 70s, bro, and it was basically a keyboard with the you just connect it to the TV and then it came with like on the side you could put a chip and shit like the game. It was a keyboard though, so I know most of those games you can't. I mean, you can connect the controller onto it, but they're not meant for the controller. And then there's the Windows-based games, which are like the games we grew up to when we were kids and shit for like Windows. George
Yeah.
would probably know really be familiar with those shits. Like they're fucking like old
Like
school
Age of
shit.
Empires.
Yeah, like all
You
that
fuck with that?
shit. Yup.
That
They
shit
got
go ham.
they got all that shit. I mean, if you really want it, you can get all that shit. But I mean, the bigger the game, the bigger the more it's gonna take. But I think the highest ones I've seen out of the games are PlayStation 2. They take 4 gigs. Those are big fucking games. Gotta think about it. I got all of San Andreas in one click right here, dog. Like, that's a big file, dude.
That's nutty.
I like it, dude, because I just look at these covers, you know, these Barbie games, I gotta get to and delete them and shit, because they're just taking up space. I'm never gonna play them and shit. I don't need Barbies. I deleted a bunch of the sports games because I didn't have room for that shit. Their PlayStation took a lot, dude. That shit filled up my shit. So I was like, man, I'm gonna delete all the sports games. So if I do decide to go back, I know where to go and get what I fucking need to get.
Yeah,
It's like collecting music, G.
for real.
But video games is like sick, cause that's like what we love to do, you know.
Mm,
Marvel versus Capcom, dog, Dreamcast, all that shit runs fucking plush, G.
yeah.
Watch, I'll put that shit on. Let me know which game. I'm tired
You
as
got
fuck.
you got the Game Boy Advance?
Yeah, you wanna see which game? Uh,
No, I mean
Pokemon.
like the hard
Oh,
version of it.
hard version? Yeah, I have a purple one.
You do?
Yeah, I just recently bought one for 40 bucks. Cause it had the back plate on it and didn't look fucked up in the front. I mean, it had some kind of scratches, but nothing deep. Dude, I seen videos, Jose. Check this shit
Yeah,
out. I seen videos. These fools fucking changing out those screens, dog. Like the ones that
yeah.
look fucked up, like scratched, like motherfucker put a key in it and shit. I seen this fool fucking fix that shit looking plush, brand new. Dog, you can just order them if it's that bad, dog. Like you can order the fucking the screen now, dog.
Damn.
Now these fools mod them out and put lights on all of them, dog. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing with my shits. I'm gonna put lights on all of them, so it lights up. You know, you can play in
Yeah.
the dark like a cell phone.
Damn.
I seen it, dog. That's the mod I seen. I was like, damn, this fool had a original Game Boy, dog, the fat gray one with a fucking light. I was
Damn.
like, this fool's nuts. This fool and I heard
Damn.
that's an easy mod too, dog. I think you just
Yeah.
buy it. You just buy it and open that shit up and plug. I don't know if you have to
Damn.
solder on that shit.
That's dope,
It
dog.
is though, dude. It's a whole another life, dog. I mean, why not, Jose? You've been collecting already. You better keep pushing.
What? Collecting what?
Like you got the VR, you got all that shit, don't you?
Hell yeah.
Dude, if I was to show
I
you my
keep.
game, if I was to show you my game collection now, I got like I got like couple boxes of games now, dog, because my homie put me on. There's these games that are called limited editions that come out for the Switch or come out for PlayStation 4,
Yeah.
and they're limited edition games. They're like Metroidvanias. They're the games that me and you grew up to, but like new developers made them and shit, and they put these badass graphics to them. Like a lot of games, like such like that is like Ori. I'm pretty sure you've seen Ori, and those are like side-scrolling, side-based games. They call them Metroidvanias. They're like 8-bit games and shit. So there's these four sites that I keep up on, and they're like limited edition games unless they blow up. Like if they blow up really big, then
Yeah.
Best Buy or all those other companies will pick it up. Of course, you can get them through like the stores, like a downloaded copies, but the hard copies, bro. I got this game called Celeste. It's supposed to
Yeah.
be, it's supposed to be like side scrolling, but super hard and impossible. But it looks beautiful, dog. It won Game of the Year, I think, in 2016. It has like a holographic cover and everything, dog. I haven't even opened it. I have like a whole box. Every now, that's what I've been doing, dog. Like, I see a hot game, I'll drop the $35 and buy it. You know,
Damn.
me and Steve were going back and forth on that shit. I was buying him a copy and he was buying me a copy, and I'll be like, get it, fool. So, like, you
Yeah.
know,
So he's been collecting too.
yeah, dog. It's like comics, but like
Was
video.
he?
It's like video games.
Damn. So he's got the fucking Raspberry Pi too.
No, but I brought it to his house and he was like starstruck on it. He's like, fool, you can put that shit in your pocket. You can take that shit to the hotel, Zay, in your pocket. It'll fit on the side of your bag, dog. Like, you know where your cup holders are at? On your backpack?
Yeah.
Dude, that shit would just drop right in there, dog. Okay, let's go. It looks like a battery pack, those charger packs that, like, you need enough more juice on your battery, on your phone. The external ones. If you get the cover for it, it'll be better to get the cover for it. You don't want to be like me running around with that chip like that. All open.
Dang.
I mean, nothing will happen because it's meant for it. But I mean, if you're gonna go hard, at least get a case for it. You don't want nothing like bending and shit in the pockets.
Uh,
It's fun, dog.